very well. I mostly was speaking alone all the time, as I do, but not speak about the game, and that was a great difference for me. I had to invent topics. I don't know if you guys was interested. I sure hope so. In any case, we're probably going to do it again, but not very soon. It was a bit scary. Maybe when I'll have a bit more commentators to answer me and tell me if I'm being boring. I spoke about Japan, I spoke about science, all the topics of my blog. But today we're going for something much more familiar. I guess we will speak as always about planes. That is, if you know, it's my black beast. It has been my greatest challenge. I managed to make War Thunder run today. I tested it yesterday. I started it. I upgraded its new anti-chat system. I restarted the PC. I turned off the test mode Windows. It should work. I even started a battle. So yesterday it worked. Let's see if it will work today also. This is the culprit. The easy anti-chat system they implemented. It's terrible. It's terrible. For me at least it has been. Doesn't make the game run correctly. It always crashes. But maybe today it won't. It didn't yesterday at least. Let me lower this thing. That's the wheel, you see. We're not going to use it, but if I keep it up there it's going to be annoying. And let's see if we are so lucky as we're going to be able playing this thing today. Otherwise I still have a contingency plan because I never expect War Thunder to work by now. And I guess we will play DCS, the modern simulator. Otherwise we'll do that in the afternoon. Let's see. Already it seems to be running badly. Yeah. It's not possible. It worked yesterday. This is the most annoying thing in the history of forever. I waited years before starting to stream, and now look at this. One of my favorite games no longer works. Incredible. It did yesterday, I swear. Let me make just one other try. What is different since yesterday? Only thing I can think of is that somehow it conflicts with OBS, but I don't know about it. It seems absurd. Maybe the fact I activate two virtual monitors when I attempt to run it. Perhaps it's that. The game otherwise works. I worked it. It worked correctly yesterday. Should have tried with the two monitors. One last try, but I already know the outcome. It's been the same since we started the stream. Yeah, it's also strange that it blinks like that. The progress bar, I mean. It shouldn't do that. Nothing happens. No, it's starting. Something is. Trying to put it in window mode just in case it might be the multi-monitor configuration. But now it doesn't even seem to run. Oh no, here it is. Wait a minute. It's loading. You see, maybe it's the window. It is loading, mind you. I'm almost too afraid to say. And now it's actually... Don't tell me it's going to work. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Here I see the little slot machine thing. Give me something good, man. Look how in fact, I run it every day since the beginning of the week. I'm at the 5th reward, but still I didn't use even one because it always crashed. I'm changing now. Well, I wanted to run the Russian planes. Let's hope that doesn't make the game crash. It didn't. And in fact it started. And we're actually going to play War Thunder. That's the realization of a dream. So now I won't have an occasion to speak to you about the seals of the River Thames. That was, I believe, the most interesting topic of the yesterday's track simulation stream. Or maybe not, who knows. You never tell me anything. Here we are. Now the objectives are centered in a bit of a strange way. Protect the light attackers, protect the light convoy, destroy the enemy convoy, cover the surveillance circle. Okay, mostly defensive objectives. I just start here with the familiar. Let's start with a ground attack plane, I tell you. Let's go with an EL2, since we haven't piloted them much in the other game, in Sturmovik. But I should also load the controls that utilize the joystick. I guess I tried to play it with the keyboard, I don't remember. Close. Yes. And now it's all working. I can scarcely believe it. We're starting really on a great note. I miss this music. It's completely out of context music. And finally we're starting in the strongest plane of them all, the one that actually can destroy a tank with the right conditions and carrying the right weapons, yeah. I also see a ground battle, so that's bound to be interesting. Here we are. Yes. I didn't reduce my screen, the image of my face. I forgot about it. Wait a second. I'll do it now. Well, I have to first stabilize the plane. Like this. How could I forget? No, it's going to crash. Wait a second. I better gain enough altitude before doing that. Let's check the heading. Now I'm going back to the overlay. Wait just a second. More stabilized, more to the left. I'm pressing the wrong button, yeah. Indeed I am. I have the trim on these, yeah. Was thinking of the other game. More to the left, more to the right, more to the top, bottom, yes, like this. Now I can do it like so. I put this here and go with the other scene. Yes, this is better, you can see the game more. Okay, we didn't crash, so that's also good. This must be my lucky day. Okay. All is well. Hi Shinley, thank you for liking my post. I already see movement up there. Also, the smoke is probably from the ground battle. Judging by the river position, it should be. Also, let's look at the player composition. Okay, we're mostly players in this match, not that many AIs. You can tell it by the names. All the AI control planes have stupid names like single word, common names, so you instantly know it's not a real player. Players are always named something like Morland Mystic, Flip Switch, or something strange like that. Or even, dare I say, Zarlock. This is the rear gun's position. It's completely exposed to the elements, you see, you're not inside the canopy in the Sturmovik. This is not the initial version of the Sturmovik, it's the later one, by the way. Otherwise it wouldn't have a rear gunner. That could be, I guess, an enemy, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, of course, all the enemies have despawned, because that's just my luck. I guess I ran out after a series of success. You cannot always win them all, as they say. I guess I might as well head straight for the enemy base. We will meet something along the way. Hopefully not a fighter capable of shooting me down with ease. Also, there wasn't... yes, there is an objective to destroy the enemy convoy, but it's in D1. Well, that's pretty far. It's going to take a while. I would like to speak to you about the seals of the River Thames again. Maybe I will, eventually. That's such an important modern conversation. Look at that! That's an enemy. That's an enemy indeed. A much faster than me enemy, because I'm as low as Sturmovik, of course. Ground attack plane. But we can completely obliterate that guy with our guns. That is, if I manage to hit him. But for the moment, I appear to be not. It's very hard to aim at flying targets with the Sturmovik, because you have this huge aiming side that you actually have to align to the iron part on the front part of the airplane. So you tend to close one eye, and in VR this doesn't help. You don't have the same resolution as if you were really on the plane, of course. He's also much faster than me, but that's to be expected. I don't know what plane it is. Looks German. Isn't that the Focke-Wulf? Probably it is. What are we against? Yeah, Germans and Italians. Well, that's certainly not an Italian plane. It's too far now to shoot. Will be wasted ammunition. I have a lot of ammo on this plane, mind you, but I'd rather not waste it in any case. Maybe not yet. I certainly cannot outturn that thing, but he doesn't seem to be that aggressive. More like patrolling about. Is he still aware of my position? I don't know. Now this could be my chance, I guess. It's losing a lot of speed. I am also. Try to shoot. No, we're way off. Look at him. What are you doing? And now he's gone behind. No, here he is. Yeah, doesn't seem to be all that aware of the situation. Otherwise he'd be behind me by now. And I guess I could try and shoot him with a rear gun. But since he isn't, I'll keep chasing the guy and see what happens. Well, I won't be able to catch him unless he comes back. Nothing to my right. These are friendly tanks. No, friendly bunkers actually. And I no longer see neither ground objectives nor the fuck wolf that I wouldn't have been able to catch in any case. Here he is. Might as well follow him. There is nothing of interest here. Besides, it's not that unlikely for him to come back. And here he is. Here he is indeed. No, it's now tangent to my direction. 90 degrees like. And back to moving away. No, it definitely didn't. It's not taking much account of me. Might be his own downfall. Let's see if it really plays like that. Here he's coming back. But certainly a real player. An AI wouldn't play like that. Here he is. Here he is. I'm sure I grazed his wing, at least a bit. And unfortunately, it probably was the machine gun, not the cannon. Otherwise, it would have come right off. Yeah, he makes another turn. Still, tanks are not spawning. We're a bit of sitting ducks, but not completely harmless. Oh, where are you? Nah, I won't be able to hit him. Better turn. That's for when he's chasing you. There you are again, I mean. Here he comes again. Why does he want to fight like a medieval knight? He didn't pay off in the end. Of course it wouldn't. I mean, of course you wouldn't. Would you take a tank from the front? I'm like a tank in this thing. Should have tried and put himself behind me. So was he indeed a player? Yeah, he was a player. Didn't read the name. There's another one. No, where did you go? That's a BF 109. And there's another one. They're all here. The whole gang is here. He bumped into me. Well, that's a stupid way to die. Why did he have to bump into me? At least try and maneuver around. I fire my rockets, so that's absolutely not. Yeah? But we did get a kill, so it's not all that bad. I go for a faster plane now, since there is no ground target apparently at the moment. We better go with a fighter and try to achieve our revenge. I guess I'll pick the usual Yak 1B, one of my favorites. Either that or the LA 5F. Now I want the 2 bombs. You never know, I might find something to drop them on. Start the engine. See how it is. This game is more engaging when you play online compared to Sturmok. Sturmok you always fly for long minutes and you meet no one. Here you meet 3 players in the span of a minute. It's more of a game. Might be less realistic, maybe the graphic is not as good, but it's definitely more playable. I wanted to play a bit of each, but unfortunately this one didn't want to work. Now it seems to be solved, at least for the moment. I better not say it. The other day it worked, then it didn't work again. Well, in fact it didn't want to start today either, but it did in the end, so it's all good. Checking the stream a minute. Yeah, everything works. This is a much faster plane. We'll be there in a flash. Was worth 694 points. That guy. It's a big formation. Aren't these bombers? No, it's attackers in E4. Just one with Dr. Order. I'll go straight to them. And hope for the best, I guess. Well, since we're against Germans and Italians, I guess They either took us, or maybe that dangerous ground attack plane we saw the other day, it was, I believe, a Savoia Marchetti 90 something. That one was a scary plane, incredibly agile for its size. I'd rather than be Stuka. Probably that was from a later period, wouldn't know. Yeah, the thing above there, that's the escort, for sure. That couple of planes are probably AI controlled. When they fly information like that, it's rare for them to be real players. So I won't care much for them. There's a third one probably chasing. But here are the ground attackers. Well, they're not bombers, so they won't have excessive rear armaments, but there will be a gun for sure. Let's see if I can identify the teams. That's the escort, okay, we don't care. It's also AI control. These are not Stukas. Yeah, they're Stukas, I think. Yeah, definitely. Also the way they maneuver, you see, they invert themselves before going for the ground run. That definitely Stukas. Too bad we cannot hear the famous siren these planes employed when bombing. I believe there is even a key for it in this guy. Come on. Quite a hardy plane, very well armored. I did some damage. They don't have a strong rear gun. Lucky me, I guess. Strange I didn't destroy that thing. I must have hit him pretty head on. Let's try another one. Now he's firing at me, predictably. But also doesn't seem to have a good aim. Maybe they didn't upgrade his gun. Wasting a lot of ammo, but that's to be expected when intercepting this kind of plane. Yeah, I'm doing nothing to this guy. I'm shooting marshmallows. What is this? Still did some points, and now a player came down and in a faint swoop destroyed me. Okay, it was an Italian plane at least, so it stays in the family, I guess. Let's take off again. I cannot believe I couldn't destroy these things. I hit them both, mind you, but they didn't fall. That's also war, I guess. See, I scored 300 points, so that's not so bad. Take off again. This is the Matrix after all, no one dies for real. That's a damaged player coming down, yeah. For a second I thought it might have been an enemy strafing the base. It's a Yak 9K, that's the same version as me, right? No, mine is the 1B. Wonder what it's rated. This is a very even selection of planes, so 3.3. Ah no, the I-16 is actually 2.7. It's 3.3 when you're playing arcade. The planes have different ratings based on the gameplay mode you select. And now we're moving back to the battle. I still also carry 2 bombs, but enemy ground units don't seem to want to spawn. Maybe they will eventually. I'd actually go for the player now. That guy named ABC something. Why does everyone have such a passion for the alphabet in this game? Things are kinda even. We're a bit ahead, judging by the bars up there. Tell you the going of the battle, you see. It's a lot of movement, a lot indeed. This is not a Stalingrad map. Where are we? Korsun. Ah, the famous Korsun battle. Still Russia, I believe. I guess I don't remember. Yeah, but the names of the town, I guess so. What's this? What's this? What is this? Seems like an enemy. Enemy bomber, probably player control. That's a tough sell. Wait a second. No, don't approach him like this. suicide at this point. You have to gather at speed and try to come from the side. It's a good prey, pretty isolated. Let's see if I can bug him. I'm now going 344. I guess I need at least 450 to... No, he's shooting. Break. Not like this. Like this, it's certain that it's always 50-50 when you attack bombers, never shooting. Should be faster by him than him. I think he's now controlling the turret itself. The automatic version of it never shoots so well. I can't accelerate. I think he's fast. Wonder what engine it's mounting. Probably fully upgraded. Now I have 450. Triangle towards him. Maybe just about like so. He won't be able to shoot at me from here, I believe. And I won't have as long a time to try and bring him down. Well, now he's going away. I think he's fast. No, missed him. What a dangerous proposition. I don't know the name of that bomber. Probably Italian. Yeah, he's on fire. He's on fire. That's good, I guess. Also, I'm leaking a bit of fuel, but not so much. In Stumo we could be in trouble, but this isn't as realistic. Now he's taking damage from the fire. He should be going down. I don't think he'll get back to base. Where is he? I guess he's angry. He's trying to get behind me, not going to war. I follow him just in case, but I think he should eventually go down. Maybe fire a little bit more. Oh, is he things coming? No, yeah, it's parachuting away. Yes, going down. Well, good kill, let's say. And heading back towards the battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, a crew of 4. I guess it's pilot, co-pilot, radio operator, and the guy that mans the gun. Just one gun? No. They must have more than one role. Not a big bomber in any case. Didn't read the name. Well, 14 arms, starting to look good. Didn't fire so much, so I still have enough ammo to head towards the front. Still no ground battle, I wonder why. Should spawn tanks eventually. Destroy the enemy attackers in E2 now. They're leaving the map now. I won't be able to catch up. Protect the light convoy. Destroy the surveillance aircraft. I like this one. D4, it's also close. Probably it's one of these. The surveillance aircraft is a fairly big thing. Usually it's a bomber that just stays up there patrolling, and it's basically a sitting duck. You go and shoot him down. Unless his gunners get you, that is. So it's a good target. It's probably the one more isolated. Usually is. I should... my engine is also slightly damaged. So the temperature is going up. We don't have a base in this area, so there isn't much to do about it. I don't want to go back for the engine. I guess if it gives, it gives. Because after all, we can just respawn. This is not real life. These are very far. I'm not going to worry about them. Let's go for the probable surveillance plan. Unless that is, it's that one. D4 be either, I guess. but it's always the more isolated one. And third at the moment, okay. Luckily I don't seem to have lost speed due to the engine damage. It goes just as fast. Only the oil tends to overheat a bit. But as I said, this is less realistic than the other game. I will completely ignore it. I know it says it's in D3, that's good because it lets us understand better that that guy indeed isn't the surveillance aircraft. So I guess that's a battle around it. That's rare. Let's hope they don't steal it from me. Or at least that an enemy remains by the time I get to the place itself. Still no bases here. Only ground units from outside, so nothing to bomb either. These are too fast, so that surveillance should be dead, but I'd rather be player 3 in their fight. Maybe I can save someone's ass. Let's see how it goes. So, who are we betting on? The chaser or the chased? I better go for the rear one. In any case, I can always try and catch up with the other. Would be much worse to find him behind me if he is indeed the enemy. Ah, now one is going down, so I guess the choice was made for myself. Let's see if we are the Avenger. No, he won. Okay. Same plane as me, Yak 1B. I came too late, but he did win in the end, so it's all good. So now we're at the front line itself. Let's head for the enemy base. You also see ground units. Ah, here is our target for the 2 bombs I'm carrying. We'll also make my plane lighter once I drop them. Better get at some altitude. And where are you? It's no longer firing. Why don't you fire? Let me see where you are. Ah, here it is, a ground emplacement. Drop the bomb. I don't have the convenient rear view. Did I hit the thing? I can check from the score. Yes, indeed. So that's 1500 points now. Nice. That suits you well. Let's shoot yaks next time. Okay, there's another one here, but now I'm out of bombs. You think a yak would be an air-to-air plane, but you never know. It does carry a couple of bombs. You're annoying guys. They never hit you in any case. No, my engine is a bit... No! Ah, it's the same guy that killed me before. The Italian fighter. ABC-266. Look at this guy. ABC-266. Well, came so stealthily I couldn't do anything. Let's change plane. I'll go for the LA-5 now. It also carries the bombs. Fuel amounts 45 minutes, I guess. And let's start the other way. The other side of the map. Up here. In A6. To battle! At least we did get the kill for the second spawn as well. I'm trying to earn some credits. The later planes in the tech era cost so much, you have no idea. Like, you need 500,000 credits between training the crew and buying the airframe itself. So much, in fact, that I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe, rather than unlocking yet another jet, I might go for the Italian Tech 3, where I'm still at the third era. In any case, whatever I play, I will earn credits, so for now, I'm using the fully upgraded Russian planes. This is Era 3, I believe. The one that is, after all, more fun to play. It's strange, you see, when you play the jets, in the end, yes, you take a much shorter time to get to the action, but once you start actually chasing the enemy, it's very long-winded. You have to go around and around, and then maybe you catch it, but you lose even more time than it takes for you to reach the front lines in a plane such as this. Surprising, really. You wouldn't have expected it. If I knew, maybe I wouldn't have struggled so much to unlock the damn things. It it also applies to other games. The more modern the playing it is, the more it seems to take for an actually engaging encounter to happen. When you play DCS online, the one with the current planes, I usually fly the F-18, you just fly and fly. You check your radar continuously, so at least there's that. It keeps you occupied. You look at the avionics side of it, but if you want to shoot your missiles, it's going to take a while. And many times you don't even see the enemy, so there's also that. You just shoot and pray. And it starts going beep, 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 and maybe they shoot you down instead. This is more engaging. Also nicer to look in a stream, I believe. And so this is the reason I was so angry at the game not working for many days. Let's hope it's finally fixed. I'll go on the objective. I do have a couple of bombs. The action doesn't seem to be centered there. Nix! Yeah, finally it works. Took me a couple of tries, mind you. Tried once, I said no, it's the usual thing. Crash. Crash again, then it started. It started the other day too, you might have seen. I seem to remember you liked the post. But then it didn't work again the next day. In any case, for now, fingers crossed, seems to be okay. We need supremacy in C4. Let's go to C4, I guess. Killed a couple of planes already. No, one plane, one ground object. So, let's see how it goes. And as I was saying, yeah, it works. It's the easy anti-chat system in any case, I'm sure of it. It also was strangely blinking while the game loaded up, but then, oh, it worked, so it's all good. Finally, it feels nice to be back in the skies. You know, there's only you, Nix, everyone left. Why? Almost at objective. Come on! Allora, I see 1, 2, 3 possible targets. They're not on the objective, mind you. Yeah, I've seen it on the forums. I've been browsing all the forums for the game, the tech support ones at least, both on Steam and Gaijin's website. There's a lot of angry people. Also much preconception against the very concept of an anti-cheat system. Yeah, this game clearly needed it, I guess, like many other online things. After all, people do cheat. Can you imagine? They're even cheating. Ah, yeah, tell me about it. They're even cheating in VR games, VR-only games. I've heard Pavlov's pretty bad for it. You might have seen me play, the one that looks like Counter-Strike. So a game where you actually aim with your own hands. They somehow manage to cheat even in that. I have no idea how it works. And there is a bit of a complaint ongoing against the developer, because he actually said he doesn't care. Let them cheat, he said. I don't have the manpower needed to fix the damn thing, or the money to pay for the anti-chat license. So I mean, in the end it's for the good of us, the players. I don't know if you ever played something like PUBG, for instance. That's terrible in regards to cheating. You're almost certain by now that if you get to the end of the match, you're going against a cheater, at least one. And you easily tell in that game too. You can tell very easily, because these people that you spot afar, it's a survival game, you see, the one where you drop with the parachute on the island and you find the weapon. And some guys, the very second they see you, they instantly headshot you. And it's so easily understandable that they're cheaters. Also, now that you have that cam, sometimes you see these clowns running all around town, jumping this way and that, and as soon as someone peeks out of the window, bam, headshot. So I wouldn't complain too much about cheating anti-chat system. Here is the German plane. I wonder if the same as before. Seems like another Focke-Wulf. That's an interesting maneuver. It's trying to get behind. Fast accelerating. No, that's not a Focke-Wulf. It's the Macchi, the Italian one. I'm still not very good at telling that apart. No, it's German. I see the Iron Cross. Strangely enough, it's brown. German planes seem to like grey more. Isn't that telling me, I guess? What plane is this, Nix? I cannot identify. The wings are low. Well, in any case, it's giving me a run for my money. Shooting at me with these guns, and unluckily I've lost him again. Here he is. Look at this guy. No, I got the engine already. I guess I'm finished. Yeah, I'm on fire. It's the 109, okay, it's the G version. The G is the one that was shaped also a bit differently in regards to airframe. It's the one with the inline inverted engine, am I wrong? Probably so. Maybe they made it brown because it was used in Africa or something like that. Okay, he's also a veteran. He's veteran 101. Okay, so I guess if he's a veteran, yeah, it's a BF now, it's clear. Even more clear since you told me. I guess the yak was lookier today. Let's go back to the yak. Thank you for the help as always, Nix. Starting the engine. Now I'm lagging behind in points. I'll have to make a difference. The sooner the better. Yeah, he's draining it very well. I guess he had more to spare. I seem to encounter a lot of skilled pilots in the morning. I wonder what time zone they're from. Maybe I should have tried to outrun him in some way and turn around later. I don't know what the correct strategy would have been in that specific case. He had the upper end in regards to technology, that's likely. I think it's even a higher ranked plane. I noticed things. Indeed they timed very, very well. Maybe it's the bottom placed wing. It was kinda like the Spitfire in that regard. I mean, the lower placement of it on the airframe. What objectives are on now? Pretend like convoy, destroy the enemy convoy. Okay, just convoy objectives. I do carry the bombs. Now we have tanks also. There's a ground battle going. I wish I had spawned the storm wake. But we do have a couple of bombs at least. What is that? Seems interesting. Coming from the left above the ground battle. Another couple over there. Okay. It's even 4 planes. We should go for altitude. So I guess I should fly higher. What about the yak? Do you think that's also a good strategy for the yak? Yeah, I seem to remember I had heard about it. Yeah, the LA is lighter and more of a high altitude fighter than most others from the era. Here you come. Okay, he doesn't know I'm here. Here he is. He's the same guy as before, or the same plane in any case. I guess this will be my revenge. He doesn't know I'm here. Let's shoot at the very last moment, when I'm sure of hitting him. Look at this. What a perfect chance to achieve revenge. Nasty, nasty guy. Look at it turning. He can really turn. He's not even trying now. Unless that is he actually spotted me. Which I guess is possible. Many guys can't get alignment. Maybe now. Nah, I missed him. Now that's bad because the guy turns very, very well. This plane seems to perform better in this situation. Not yet. Still nothing. Wasting ammo. He's also lucky, mind you. I think he should have hit him by now. I was draining whose energy, you, my man. Nah. That's a skilled pilot. I don't want to lose against him again. Let's try to anticipate the movements. Look at him. Still nothing. Is he going to crash? Oh, because he knows perfectly well what he's doing. This red melon of a man. There's no escape, though. You cannot escape the wrath of the motherland. What are you doing, man? No, I don't get the kill. And I don't get the kill. So it's like that. It's like you said, yeah, this performed much better. I should have got the kill, but the guy actually killed himself. Just for the sake of robbing me of the score, so I hate that guy even more now. This doesn't make sense for the game not to give me the points, though. It's really, really sad. And I'm also low on ammo, of course, or because that guy had to suicide himself on my watch. Just wait till you guys see it, because I know about the delay. I have a crazy delay on this stream. Okay, let's go and drop the bombs, I guess. At least there will be some consolation. Should be... I never changed it, so it's the default one. I always check it in Steamwork, but I tend to forget in this. Let's see if it tells me. 400 meters. Yeah, it was much closer, I guess. What do you set it at for low altitude timing battles? Maybe 300 would be better, I guess. Ah no, the ground targets are over there. There's also an air objective. I'll drop the bombs, then go over there. Nah, it's good. Okay, good to know. Look at the tracers like before. These are probably bigger ground targets though. I don't know if these bombs are big enough. These are tanks, yeah, enemy ones. Panzer Force, I guess. No, maybe Panzer III. I think I could theoretically destroy one with a couple of bombs if really well placed. Might as well try so we go to the objective then. Now wait a second, I see a flying team. That's probably an enemy. Looks big. No, it's a friend, it's the PA2. And now, of course, I've lost my sight of the tank. Okay, so I guess they did set it correctly by default. Doesn't always happen with games. Is that black thing? No, that's not the tank. Where is the tank? Should have several in front. Maybe... Ah, this ground placement. No. Ah, yeah, it was artillery. Too bad I didn't drop the bombs. Go back. You have to go back, John. Here they are, here they are. You can even destroy these with guns, but I don't want to waste further ammo. So I guess I try to bomb the even two. One bomb to you, and one bomb to you. Let's see if I'm that lucky as hitting at this one. One of two. 50-50. So now I have two total ground targets destroyed. Maybe I hit the second one too, but not enough to destroy. Ah, what is this? What is this? Cover the bombers in C7. We're not in C7, so that's another object. These are enemy planes, as you can see by their escorts being so eager to get me. And I guess we might as well try and make them happy. Although probably the escorted planes themselves will be the easier target, but these are so inviting. That looks German. It's grey after all. And there were some grey Italian planes too. No, that's the other one. The other one's behind me. But I have to insist. So for the glory of the motherland. Come here. Did I hit him? Maybe just grazing. That's much easier. It's not a real player, is it? Yeah, it's losing fuel now. How much it is easier when they're not real players. Come on, will you die? Okay, it's dead. The other one here is... That's another guy looking for trouble too. So already hit me a little. Now I'm running low on ammo, I guess. After shooting so much against that guy that actually killed himself. So we better go and resupply after this one. Yeah, well, it was easier, I know. But still, it's satisfying in a manner. These guys cannot fly really well. I guess AI control planes are harder in storm work. They can be at times. Better not waste ammo. I'm almost dry, probably. Ah, nice. I broke the tail. Seems to have lost control. Okay, I'll have to resupply now. I'm very low on ammo. Luckily, there is a base not far off. Wait a second. I'll go and check that team. Who are you? That's an enemy. It's another Stuka. Here, Stuka. Ah, well, I couldn't destroy this with a full supply of ammo. Imagine with what I have left. Now I'm also leaking oil. No, I better go. My god, that's Stuka hardly. Now I'm leaking both oil and water. Wasn't a good idea. Call for backup, you say? Ah, yeah, you know, that's a little problem, because in its infinite genius, gauging prevents actually you from clicking the map when you're playing in VR, because of course who will click the map in VR? So that's a big handicap, I guess. You don't even have a mouse cursor, you see. So I also better not do anything strange. I'm afraid the game might crash. Maybe with the communication menu itself. How was it called? Ypsilon T. And such a solitary player, you know, about... Look at the vibrations of the player. I don't like these vibrations. It's giving me bad vibrations. It's very hot also. Let's hope I can get to... No, I guess I won't be able to get to, you know where. It's struggling. Don't leave me like that, bro. That sounds like a mocha. You know what the mocha is? The little coffee machine we use in Italy. And when the coffee is ready, it does this sound. Pretty red. I mean the indicator for the status of the engine. Still not going down, but 240 kilometers. I'm not losing speed. I might make it. You know what? I might make it. T42. Well, right. Okay, well, I'm not doing now since I'm going back to base. So I need to remember that. I guess that's the shortcut for saying T4. You know a lot of things, man. Thank you. Reloading, return to the base. I might say return to the base. Why not? I guess someone will cart, you know. Okay, now I guess I'm not returning to the base. Because the engine's completely shut off. Where is the base? Maybe I will make it. No, I guess not. We will probably land in the freezing tundra. Right here. I hope there isn't any bear close by. Because we all know bear tends to make everything worse. Did I run out of fuel? I guess no. But the little pins on the wing came up. The tree. Cover me, someone. Okay. Screeching voices in the radio. I'm the one who should screeching at the radio. Well. I'm working often, so it's all good. I didn't die in this. The sound is a bit scary, but I didn't die. Come on. Stop this thing. Lifetime, 15 minutes. 2 kills, 1 ground units. Not too bad, come on. Let's go back to LA5. I'll try to gather more altitude now. And I will start from, I guess, C7. Why not? Yeah, I thought so. Unfortunately, I didn't. My god, there is a huge delay from me to you. I see you're still looking at me. I'm in there. But in fact, I no longer am. Protect the convoy, the new jet, is something that could be interesting, I guess. If the enemy indeed goes for it, but they usually don't. Now I'll go higher. It seems to be where the LA5 is more at home. Raising my gear. So, keeping the engine at max. I glide from French coast to England last night. My god, I should go for a world record on that. Like that guy that did cross the channel with his jetpack. Have you seen? How's his name? Zapata, yeah. Zapata, the flying man. Wrote 2 articles on the guy. I cannot disregard speaking about the blog. That's the advertisement that is ongoing in this stream. I wrote 2 times about Zapata. The first time, when everyone was still doubting about his invention, that crazy jetpack thing, he's the same guy that invented also the things with the pipe that sprays water and lets you float above the water. Such a success in many holiday venues. But in any case, that's the first time I wrote about him, when he made the jetpack, and no one believed him, and there were even people pointing at the small details that clearly made the video fake, while in fact it wasn't fake at all, because that thing actually existed. And the second time I wrote about him when he invented sort of another bike, I worked with water, mind you, not the jetpack kind, and that thing also was very cool. It's like a jet ski, but it works, it makes you fly above the water. It's very cool. He's a genius in a way. I think he's also rich because of his inventions. Even appeared during the yearly French parade this year. They made him fly above the troops while holding a rifle. It was kinda ridiculous. I tell you, looked like something from a James Bond movie of the 50s. And I guess the fact that it was real made it way, way cooler. Imagine that, flying soldiers on that thing. I don't think you could shoot well from that thing, but it would make for a cool video game, that's for sure. In any case, I digress. Let me speak about the seals of the River Thames. No, we'll speak about it later. It's like a recurring dream. In my drunken stupor for yesterday, it was quite a stream yesterday. It was quite a... I believe you could feel the desperation in my voice sometimes, while trying to find topics of conversation inside the track. I guess Euro Truck really is kind of boring as a game, yet I do enjoy playing that thing. But playing it while making a discourse, that's a whole another matter. It was stressful to the max. Next time I'll come with a list of topics. What do we have here? In any case, watch it if you feel like it. It was quite a stream. I spoke about the Emperor of Japan, I spoke about anything. I didn't know what to speak about anymore. What is that? What is that? It's gone down. Whatever it was, it is no more. That is also life, as they say in Soviet Russia. We have ground targets here, and they do carry a couple of bombs. Let's see if we can get something. Well, I'm not so happy to give away all this altitude, however. Maybe just a quick dive and see how it goes, however it goes. These are friendlies, I guess. No, it's all enemies. The friendlies are on the other side. Okay, good to know. I see tracers, yeah, that's definitely a target. I'll drop the bombs there and then quickly go back up so I don't waste all this nice speed. And drop. I don't know if they will hit. Maybe I dropped them too soon. Unfortunately, I cannot see. Let's see if I got the kill. No, I see that too. I didn't check the score, so I don't know if I even damaged it. I hope so. In any case, I want to go back up, just in case that BF guy shows up again. That's my nemesis, I guess. I was under sea. Yeah, well, man, don't worry. You're almost here, man. You've been a great support for me. As a starting streamer, all you need is one or two guys like you. It's all you need, really. You're one of the main reasons I'm still here. I was getting very discouraged the first week. Well, mostly... No, he's the... No, old boy. That one killed me already. He's the old boy. I was getting very discouraged with Twitch at first, because Twitch, no one watches you on Twitch unless you play one of these most popular games. The one in the first one or two row of their list. It's completely useless to play things like this on Twitch. No one cares, not even the very least. I guess I'll go with the ground attack again. I'm having more fun destroying troops on the ground today. Let's start with a Sturmovik with its full compartment of rockets and bombs. I guess it's because it's also, there's another thing I like of Facebook more than Twitch, is the fact that videos remain. They don't disappear like on Twitch. On Twitch you post the video, then it goes on, how's it called, videos on demand, but no one ever watches these, so it's essentially, it's gone. While on Facebook it remains on your page, so someone googling you could, in theory, well, admitting someone would google me, maybe eventually they will, they can find your whole history, and it's something that it's, I think, very interesting. You also see it with some YouTubers. I was looking, for instance, this morning. That's on Twitch, it's Empire. Yeah, I know. In the short week I streamed on Twitch, one guy actually raided my channel. I think he was a Twitch streamer of Simulation Mod. They came with another 10 people, unfortunately towards the end of my stream. And that was the first week, so I said, okay, I can do it. I guess someone will watch this thing. Then the second week no one came. Like 1 viewer, 2 viewers, and then I almost stopped. Something came back into my mind, thinking along the line, well, I will be playing the game in any case, I might as well stream it, let's see how it goes. Then the idea of streaming it to Facebook came to mind. It changed much. Now at least I have the 10-15 viewers, and it makes me want to go on. It makes me want it, because in the end, why do you even stream? I mean, it's different for every people. For me, it's mostly a way to show what I like, to make other people know what indeed can be so fun, so much fun, yet so much disregarded. I used to love the kind of video games that came out during the peak of the DOS era. There was a shop I went to here in my town in Italy that had all the latest simulators. I even bought an Hotas controller. I think I was one of the first one from my town. It costed quite a lot back in the day. It was like in middle school. And every month there were new things. You had you're gonna create an hashtag. You mean for streaming? You need to explain to me. For Facebook you mean? Yeah, I guess Facebook knows hashtags too. Now I'm getting a little distracted because the tanks are the other way. So, as I was saying, we always had new flight simulators coming out every month. Now it's very rare. And I'd like for more awareness to be created for this genre that I so much like, and that especially is so incredibly cool to be played in VR. It's probably the true killer application for VR at this moment, flying games. Also driving games, but more so flying ones. Okay, we're heading for the correct direction now. I don't remember where I set... yeah, probably like this. Yeah, this opens the bomb bay, okay. And so, here we are. I hope I can eventually grow my page. That would make me really happy. This thing is so slow, I tell you. Makes you want to fly something else. Here comes the music at least. It's the only kind of music that doesn't get you banned from Facebook. Even the DCS menu music got a strike. On YouTube, mind you, not Facebook. Okay, thank you, Nix. Goodbye. Have a nice working day. Hey, I'm one of the best players in the match at this moment. Well, there's a fifth guy that has 15,000 points. He's been bombing, yeah. That explains much. Can be boring to play bombers, but you score a lot. You make a lot of credits. I've read a guide that was telling the best way to gain credits for getting the new planes. And they say they don't go fight other players, just pick a big bomber and fly back and forth to an objective. And I actually tested it and it works. It's a very boring way to play, but you earn lots of money. And I guess these games sometimes call for it. That's so grindy, and they're very natural. But it depends on how you take them. So if you're having fun just to fly the plane around or pilot the tank, also the tank games are like this, you can have fun disregarding whatever you unlock or don't unlock. But if you want new planes and always looking for new things to play and do, then they can get boring. And you tend to employ these kind of methods. There was a time when I also played World of Tanks mostly while doing something else, watching TV shows, whatever was on there, just to combat the boredom. But in the end that worked, because in World of Tanks I reached the tier 10, absolute max. Well, in principle I also reached it here. Or at least I had it reached until they added the Era 6 that I still have to reach. But the more you go ahead in this game, the less you feel the push to unlock more things, because first you already have enough. Yes, the enemy man. And second, these are games that actually punish you for flying the better planes. Because of the rebuy cost, every time you crash it costs you more than you earn in the mission. That's another ground attack plane. I guess it's the Savoia Marchetti, looks like it. Could be dangerous. Certainly can outurn me, but I have much more firepower. I think I hit him. Yeah, these are pieces coming off, but he's not falling yet. That would be quite a revenge. The other day one of these completely destroyed me, and I was in a fire, mind you. But that was a much better pilot. It's so hard to aim in this thing. No, now he's hitting me. Well, it won't bring down a Sturmovik so easily, and in fact he did. So I better shut up. next time. Let's see if I can bring him with me to hell. Ah well, the mission is over in any case. So it was a bad idea to take off in the summer. Still, come on, I came third. I earned 13,000, 4,000 experience point, also a loot box I will never open because I'm a free player and I don't want... It's so cheap I never buy the keys. Doesn't seem to be really worth your time. What is this? Soft landing. For one of the worst moments of the stream actually, and me a medal. Let's go for a change of pace. I guess we might as well fly the jets a bit. No, maybe not. The jets cost so much. Let's go for Era 4. These are slightly better planes. That is if he lets me fly them, because in most matches when you join you have to take the lower ranked one first, then you score a bit and it lets you fly the better ones. Let's see how it goes. Civil War at China. At least it's also a change of scenery, I guess. Now we're going much further east, above the fine city of Zhengzhou. That's very in theme with this morning's article on my blog. I don't know if you've been there. Today it was about the South Pointing Chariot. That's an old story from the era of the Three Kingdoms. I bet you've heard about the Three Kingdoms. They made so many games about that. And there was this guy, an engineer, actually inventing much earlier than the compass, the magnetic compass, I mean. He invented an incredible contraption. No, wait a second, let me take off, then I speak. Okay, no, it took off. He invented this contraption. This contraption was based on a very early type of differential, like the one employed by modern cars. So it was like a carriage, a war carriage in fact. This is something I learned from the track stream. Speak about something, anything really, you will keep people engaged. He invented this carriage that was able to keep track of the turns you made, so there was a statue on top of it that always came to point south. Imagine the importance of something like that in the 3rd century after Christ, when no one knew really where he was going. And that thing enabled the reigning sovereigns of the time to send their embassies far away, and they never got lost. Also, they say, in any case, there is some historical doubt about that. I guess it's not really that in topic with what we're doing right now, except for the fact that we are flying above the very same territory that was crossed by use of the South Pointing carriage. And it's such an incredible device if you think about it. The Chinese were very ahead of their times in that era. Well, probably we're now living an era where they are ahead in another way. Maybe not as positive, but still. Their economy is really blooming right now, and that's a fact. Okay, so I guess this is the Yellow River, or something like that. It's so big. Probably it's the Yellow River. It will be in my mind. It's a possible target, I guess. That's more dangerous, I guess. It's so up high like that. Seems like a bigger plane. It's not a friend, I guess it would have the label by now if it was. Nah, it's a friend. Luther himself. You have Martin Luther piloting a plane. Even though we're not on the way to Damascus, quite far from it actually. Let's go to the objective, I guess. I wish I had a rear view mirror on this, like on the British plane. so I wouldn't have to turn this way and that so much. When I create a hashtag, I have to look into that. It's always giving me good advice. I see action over there. One of these is bound to be an enemy. At least one, I hope. Yeah, no, the hostile team is in zone A. So that would make the enemy to my left, I guess, but I see nothing. So I don't know how that is possible. Who's capturing the zone? Back. Hey, you're already done. Good work. You see the ball in the middle of the cockpit? That's a rear mirror. What do you mean, Nix? Doesn't seem to be that much reflective. I thought it was for knowing if you was flying straight. I mean, maybe it wasn't animated, I thought. But in theory it should be moving like an arbre magique of sort, let's say. So when you went like this, you could tell by the ball that it was inclined to the right. Do you mean it has a reflective property? Or maybe that you can actually pull on it. Unfortunately I cannot do it because it's not there. Or maybe if you pulled on it, a mirror came out. Doesn't seem like, you know. Now you're leaving me hanging like the ball itself. I also left the objective because I was getting fixated on these things. Let's go back to the objective I'll try and catch. It's supposed to be reflective. Ah, I see. Really, that's an incredibly interesting fact. I'm gonna look into that. It's probably even more efficient than a mirror. I guess you could go all the way around. Yeah, because after all, what do you really need to see? Just the fact that an enemy is there, not tell its more minute details. Would be quite taxing from a technological perspective to model that team, especially in VR. What a damn shame. I wonder what its Russian name was. I'll go and Google it later. That's far too interesting to leave at that. Two guys, one damaged. I hope the damaged one is the enemy. We're leaving the objective again, but how could I not give chase? Yeah, indeed. Well, most crude things are, you know the saying from the Forrest Gump movie. If it's dumb but it works, it's not dumb. It's not dumb at all. It's like the self-pointing carriage in a way. Sounds dumb, but dumb it isn't, man. No, I won't catch that guy. Why is everyone so fast today? I'll go back to the objective again. Machine gun sound. No, machine sound, okay. Good, I was a little worried he was working in an actual battlefield. Okay, work for all of us, man. We will think of you. It's working with machinery. What is he? An inventor, I guess. Now I'm flying without any kind of events for a while. I'll go check these things. Mission objective, cover the surveillance field, and they got the surveillance plane. Such a sitting duck. Wait a minute. I think that thing started for me. Is he coming this direction? Think for a second, no longer sure. Where is the objective? Okay, I'm flying for the objectives now, that's good. I better get at some altitude. This is much faster than the earlier Yak from the other match. What is this rated? It's the Yak 3, 4.7, and 10 point more. Yeah, it's the enemy. It's the enemy and doesn't seem to be much aware of the danger. But of course he's also much faster than me, so I'll have to be careful, because if it starts being an energy fight, he will probably win it. I would have to surprise him in some way. It's not that guy, it's that guy. The one's further out. I hope they're not bot enemies, otherwise I'd be in real trouble real soon. Especially since they're probably real players. I cannot follow him like this, it's too high. And now of course I'm losing control because I'm going below 250. That makes the purpose of climbing very much unreachable. It's starting to look bad, let me tell you. It doesn't look very good. Because it was already high, unlike me. Oh, that's a flak shot from the ground. And now it's escaped. There's no help in that. I'm also overheating my engine, by the way. Seems to want to protect his altitude. No, there's the other one. There were two, in fact. He's damaged me pretty badly with his first shot. I don't like the look of this. Did he get the wins? Yeah, he got everything. I was also burning. No, he got me. I'm sorry, guys. That's an F4 American plane. This didn't let me select the better ones. This is the problem with tier 4. Whenever I play tier 4 it's like this. I have to pick the lower rated airplane, then eventually I can get the better ones. But at first you will be at a great disadvantage. Tell you what, in fact, since I see ground units, I'll go and bomb them. They will be much less dangerous. And after bombing these guys, I hope I'll be able to take off in a better fighter and maybe make more of a difference. I also noticed just now that they actually rated the year 10 more than the SU-6. It wasn't like this. It wasn't. I remember them being exactly 5 points each. So I guess this got powered up a bit, or maybe the other one got nerfed. I have no idea. We'll soon know. This is a bit like the Sturmovik from before, they're very similar planes. Quite heavy, to say the least. Okay, finally taking off. So I'm carrying an assortment of 4 rockets, 2 bombs. If I can take out a tank or 2, I'll be able to utilize the better fighters and hopefully not end up destroyed in that way. Also, shooting things on the ground looks cool, so I don't mind. So many little villages. Okay, it's not far, come on, it won't take long. Let me see how the rear gunner is positioned on this. Okay, we're inside the cockpit this time, or at least it seems by the sound, not so much by what I see. This is also a rather hardy plane, won't be as easy to destroy, unless they get a lucky shot. I'll try and go from the right of the battle, so I can overfly the tanks in sequence, and hopefully bomb more than one, if they are indeed tanks. Tanks are worth more from a credit standpoint, but harder to kill. Maybe ground emplacement would be more lucrative in this very moment for the purpose of unlocking the better planes. Opening the bomb bay now. Not bomb bay, okay, this one carries the bombs outside on the airframe itself. Under the wings, I guess. It's just 2 big bombs, it doesn't have many smaller ones. You also have the cannons, which are powerful enough to destroy vehicles in any case. What do we see here? That dark thing? Yeah, that's a tank coming from the side. I guess it's worth shooting at. I already shoot all my rockets. Did I get that thing? Tell me I did. I didn't. This sucks. I might as well go back and drop the bombs too. My god, I'm already out of rockets. I cannot believe it. How can this thing be rated higher than the Su-6? Now, as we say in Italy, go find that guy, valla a trovare. Where did he go? Ah, someone's shooting me. Here he is, here he is. Let's drop the bomb quick before this guy. No, there's more. Okay, well, I'll drop the bomb somewhere. I'd frankly be quite surprised if I didn't destroy. My god, this was dangerous. Did I destroy him? No, I still there. He didn't even give me points. Both bombs dropped at the same time. This is a great disappointment. I'm never flying the EL-10 again. And I also didn't score anything, so it's not serving much to my purpose. Unfortunately, the engine is gone. Someone was shooting at me from behind. I don't know who. Okay, let's safely land close by to that village. I guess I'll have to speak Chinese now with these guys. Ni hao. Ni hao. Oh, here I am. Fire carried at 4 kills. It's another P-51. These American planes are ruthless. The score a bit. Well, certainly not enough to spawn the good fighters. Not having a good payoff from this mission. I guess it's last try, otherwise we're going to fly something different. With the Italian planes. I will make another try in any case. Going for the other ball, but this time I'll pick the Su-6. This is a plane I know better. And it's got more munitions. That's the main thing. That thing only had essentially 2 chances to destroy a thing on the ground. The rockets shot in pair and there were only 4. The bombs dropped together and there were another 2. That's a bit of an odd proposition. I also hit the tank, by the way, but he didn't seem to notice. The base is under attack. No, you won't be able to get me on this pass. Ah, my gunner's shooting on him. I have a strange urge to go after that guy. I mean, we're above the airport, he's already damaged. He's also a ground attack plane, so not so fast. Where can he go? Let me see where he's aiming. Still going straight. Must be that thing over there. I'm at least as fast as him. Even more so because he's damaged. And I can obliterate him with my gun. Let's try and see how it goes. Not coming straight. No, still moving to a tangent direction. Moving away, in fact. How much can he actually move away? Here he is. I'm getting closer. He's almost dead. Now he's firing at me. He's coming at me. I also fired at him. And I shot at him. And he killed me. But he didn't give me the score. Consider me crashing into him. Yeah. Well, this doesn't count. It was such a short sortie. Let's try again. I did take out the enemy bomber though. No more enemy bomber. Gave me some points too. I was shooting at him. He was just lucky. Hi Anza. Thank you for commenting. I really like your style. Hey. Maybe it's a great, I guess. Like in school. You give me A. Thank you. This is difficult. One last try. This is the real last try, then we're going to try something different. Yeah, up. And there are still some tanks close by. So, flying now the Su-6. Shots are up, gear is up, everything is alright. What's that big formation over there? Destroy the bombers in D5. Don't tell me these are the bombers. Indeed, they probably are. No, it's not D5. Is this a protect objective? Yeah, it's a protect. The allied attackers in D3. No, okay. No, because these things with the big guns actually make for very good bomber hunters. Would have been a good opportunity. And there are in fact enemy bombers over there. But I'll drop the bombs first. Or maybe I won't, since the tanks despawned again. This game must hate me today. I saw something, that's an enemy. That's an enemy. There's another ground attack plane like mine, the YL-10. Is this friendly? No, I'm almost sure I saw an enemy. I'm not that sure anymore. No, there's no movement apparently. Keep going for the other ground battle. Tell you what, maybe after this battle we switch game. I might go and play DCS after all. It was intended from the beginning. Since you guys seem to be start getting bored, I can understand. It's kind of repetitive to always play the same team. So I guess we'll go to modern planes after this one. I see a lot of ground targets though. They appeared again. I'll try to bomb. If I can score well, we'll keep in this. Otherwise I switch game. I see tracers coming from the trees. I don't have a visual. Maybe down here. Well, that's definitely an enemy target. No, it's a friendly tank, so the enemies are the other way actually. There isn't many left, but there are some. It's an enemy plane also? No, friendly. Everyone's a friendly here. We're all friends. It's trying to do the same thing as me. It's looking for the ground units that we see on the map, but apparently invisible in the game itself. Maybe over there. Yeah, here they are. These are quite a formation of tanks, but they could be friendly. No, they're not. These are American tanks. They look like Shermans. Let's go for another pass, and this time I drop my bombs. I can clearly see the smoke, so it won't be hard to find them. Now the other guy's bombing them, I guess. Or maybe overfind them for the first time, like me. Yes, since so. Will be the first strike then. I'm not very well aligned, but I've done worse. Like so. Did I get one? Yeah, I did. Well. And I still have ammo. You see, this is a much better plane than the YL-10. The YL-10 you shoot once you're out of ammo, it sucks. Might be realistic, but in a game it sucks. I'll try to go for a longer pass this time. One tank down, so. Shermans aren't that heavily armored, especially from the back. It was a bit of a cheaply produced tank. It was strong because there was such a high number of them. Russian tanks are much harder, of course, as the saying goes. Russian strong. Bombs dropped. And did I get that guy? Probably yeah. Yeah, 2 tanks destroyed. Hey, 800 points. Another bomb. I have one last bomb. Maybe it will be enough. These are already damaged after all. And apparently I can no longer see the tanks. Ah, here they are. There's only 2 of them left. Of course they're harder to spot. I'm following them by sight. Getting close to our positions now. Well, the positions of our guys on the ground. Now making a sharp turn. Very sharp, in fact. And unfortunately, I no longer see the guys. Here they are. Here they are. One last bomb for you. The courtesy of the Russian motherland. Let's see if it is. Seems to have it. And I destroyed the 3rd tank. No, I didn't. He must be practically dead. I'll try to finish him with the gun. Where are you? Where are you? Not there. Not there either. These are the ground units from outside. That's another formation, thanks, I guess. No, it's the 2 as before. I see the 2 destroyed and the 2 that are still in one piece. Well, at least for now. Let's see if I can find them in a workable pass. In any case, we were coming from the front. With the gun, you better shoot from behind. Unfortunately, I didn't check the terrain situation. They're harder to spot now. No, cannot see the tanks. Another pass. I'll go a bit further this time. In the meantime, no enemy seems to be coming at me. That looks a bit suspicious, but still far away. No, not seeing them. Wait, here he is. Here they are, the 2 tanks that are left. No, there's 2 formations of them. But these are the ones I was shooting, yeah. I saw the dead one behind. So, I only have the gun now. Unfortunately. But they're heavily damaged, I think. I'm sure the 2nd bomb almost destroyed one. Cannot hit them at this time. Yeah, trying to get aligned by the cadavers of their friends. Because they're left behind. Here they are. I can no longer see them, but I do see the broken ones. It's also a problem with the level of detail of the game. Here they are. Here they are. Why are you prioritizing tanks that are already destroyed? That's completely wrong. I guess I hit him, but it's a tough sell destroying a tank with just a gun like this. So it's bound to take another pass. And probably the whole compartment of ammo I have left. So I clearly see the 2 destroyed tanks there, by the trees. Okay, I'll try to get aligned with them. Of course the game always shows you the destroyed tanks, but not the ones that are still alive. Very logical. Thank you, Gaijin. No, they're completely black and hard to see. Ah, here they are. Here they are, and here is the target. I definitely hit the back of the turret, but still it doesn't die. Ground attacking in VR is very cool. Because you can follow the target while you do the turn, but it's still difficult. Doesn't make it a cake walk at all. Now I have a clear idea of where the wrecks are. Right to my left and now under. I lost them. But I know they must be around this point. No, missed the pass. I don't see them. This is the ground emplacements from our side of the battle. No enemy seems to be intruding. I'm completely alone. That's kinda fortunate. the tanks despawn. That's a possibility, I guess. When the battle's close to the end, yeah, they did. That's why I didn't find them. The game removed them from action. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. I still earned quite a bit of points. I was dead last, now I have 800. After all, I did destroy 2 tanks and severely damage another. Let's go and resupply. I guess this means we'll be playing War Thunder for another while. Was actually intending to pass to DCS, but we might still do it in the final part of the stream, just for the sake of variety. And unfortunately now you will have to wait a second while I go and resupply. It's a very rural part of China. This kind of thatched roof huts kind of give it away. Destroy the bombers at E6 completed. Wow, these are rarely completed. Someone destroyed all the bombers. That's quite an achievement. Too bad I couldn't be. Maybe I'll now be able to participate in the next bomber battle. I believe it should make me spawn in the better planes. I'd like it a lot to spawn in one of the fighters ranked above 5.0. Okay, now making the final turn to base. The gear is down. The flaps also landing. Speed 250 km/h. Enemies raiding the base as they always seem to. That's bound to be a problem, so my rear gunner can keep us safe. I'm a little out of alignment, but in war it's fair. Destroy the enemy attackers. Let's hope I can spawn in a better fighter now. I'd love to go and participate. At least I didn't do the usual bounce. Like in Sturm, it's such a much an easier game to pilot this one. Now braking. Oh, don't brake too much. You risk breaking the propeller like this. And now safely back on the ground. No, I broke the propeller at the very last second. Now I'll have to wait the full 22 seconds for it to repair. I will also do another thing. Since we're probably going to play DCS later, I guess I'll make it update in a way that we don't have to wait for the patch, because there is bound to be a patch. They patch that thing almost every day. Hi, it's Apostle. Thank you for liking my post. You see, I told you. Now it's went behind. We know that always takes priority. Update now. Yes. Updating. Let's hope that it doesn't self-start the game. Might really completely ruin my sortie in War Thunder. In any case, DCS is now updating. So, let's go to a stronger plane. Leave the EL... No, it's the SU, the SU-6. And I guess we're taking the LA-7B. This one's cool. This was cool. Very powerful high-altitude fighter. Fairly heavily armed. If I'm not wrong, it's the one with 2 sets of cannons. And a hell of a plane for its era in any case. Of course, it's not like the jets, but among the propeller-driven planes, one of the best. From the Russian side, in any case. Not that I have played the others, that would take another hundreds of hours to unlock. As you know, this isn't a very welcoming game to experimental players. You choose a side and stick there. I guess it comes with its nature of a freemium game. And now we're taking off. Better immediately move away, because every enemy at the moment seems to be raiding friendly bases. 900 points, mind you. Not too bad. Bombing some tanks, that's not too bad. I see a formation of something. These are the enemy attackers in between. Yes, I'll go there. That is, unless this guy much closer is indeed an enemy. And could it be? No, it's a friend. That's too bad. Win air supremacy. E3. E3. I'm almost in E3, but I'd rather go and shoot down me. A ground attack is much more fun of a proposition. I wonder if the other game updated itself. I believe so. Now I'm a little worried it might start and take away priority from the window. That would suck tenfold. Let's check it a second. I cannot see it. No, I think it asks for confirmation before starting the game. It would make sense, I guess. You take time to upgrade, and you ask me if I still want to play. It's a fairly big formation. We're against America. So, ground attack, what might it then be? Now I wish Nix was here. No, I don't know what kind of plane they might be. We will know. We'll know very soon. I don't know American planes yet very well. What's the sound? I guess the game updated itself, and since it's sounding, he asks me for confirmation, so it's all good. It's not going to ruin our match. I also have 2 bombs, I'm noticing just now, yeah, all LA serious planes usually carry 2 bombs. Almost there now. Should go for the rear part of the formation, seems safer. There's also 2 planes of escort. Let's accelerate, I wasn't going full speed. This plane doesn't have a huge fuel tank, just 32 minutes of fuel, more than enough for a game, but I believe must reflect to a very short range in real life, I can imagine. Or maybe it lasted more than an short half an hour, but still. Last one is really in a kind of a stray ship state now, completely alone, very vulnerable. And here comes the escort. But that's probably even worse, could be a player, because the escort usually doesn't count so far. Let's hope he wasn't. I wish my ball really was reflecting. This is the AI control escort, and I can afford to ignore it, because they kinda suck. I'll go for the attack plane in any case. Let's try to hit their throat first, then we defend ourselves. That's the kamikaze strategy. Okay, almost there, almost there. No, it's not the one with the 2 sets of cannons, but still it's powerful. This plane, I mean. No! I missed again. I killed the guy. Let's kill another. No. This is certain that. Wait a sec, I'll go around. How's the engine? Pretty bad, it seems. Completely red. They hit the engine dead on. See, I took down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are on the ground now. This wasn't a ground attack plane, it looked much more like a bomber. Even its rear pointing firepower was far too big for a ground attack plane. It was? I didn't read it. Too bad. I hope I can still catch up, because now the engine is severely damaged, so I don't know. I don't seem to have lost much speed. Here, the other one. This is a player. AI control bombers never come after you like that. See, if he wants to get in a turning fight in that huge thing, I don't think he can win it, even in my severely damaged state. That is, unless I also had lost some capacity of flight. The wings were probably damaged. Ah, no, there was also a fight. Okay, I guess this makes it. We have a bit more than half an hour. I'll go to the other game. I want to show you guys. Maybe you've seen it the other day, maybe you haven't. In any case, it's fairly spectacular, and also a nice counterpoint from this. And a nice change of pace too, I guess. I don't want to get too predictable. So, since we already patched it, it will take a second. like this, and I alt tab to the correct window. Yeah, DCS was updated. I also should try to turn off the menu music as soon as possible, because it gets your video a strike from YouTube. Already happened to me twice. There actually copyrighted music in the menu. Apparently music is forbidden if you're a streamer. You cannot listen to music while you game. This really sucks you, let me tell you. Probably I won't be fast enough to prevent the strike on this video, but I guess. I mean, if you're so sensitive, it's on you, YouTube. It also sucks because the music from the menu of this game, I love it. But I guess it comes with the territory. Hey, the sun. Okay, maybe I could also turn off the lamp now while the game loads. The sun's finally out. Yeah, much more natural like this. Here comes the music. Hurry up and stop it. The police is out to get you. Ta 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 ta. No, it's so sad I have to turn it down. I love this music. Okay, let's do, since we have a bit above half an hour, just a quick mission, not multiplayer, so let me check the lighting condition. Yes, it's good. I'll make it a fast mission with the A10C, just because I enjoy it so much to start up the plane. I want to show you guys how it's done. So I'll use the newer map, the Persian Gulf module. It's such a cool module, very iconic. It's the Gulf of Oman, even as the city of Dubai, but it rarely lets you fight above it. I'll fly the A10C ground attack, modern American ground attack plane. Start from the ramp. I want to start it, as I said, but let's also limit the enemy planes. Especially don't put interceptors in there, because in a modern context they're going to shoot you from afar, and then it's a bore fest because you don't even see them. You just dodge the missile or don't dodge them, but it's very boring in a way. I will also reduce anti-air defense and increase vehicles because they're so fun to shoot at. I will not put fighters from outside either, nor helicopters, but some helicopters, they're fun to destroy. Generate the mission. Now, since we're starting from the ramp, I can even choose the weapons while on the ground. I don't actually have to do it from the mission selection screen. Hi Arian, thank you. You're the first guy that actually makes a clip from my video. Thank you. That's a nice experience. I guess I'll go and take a look later. Thank you a lot. Starting up now. You can actually never follow the progress of the loading screen in VR. This completely sucks. Almost there. This is the Hornet, by the way, the F-18. I added the theme selected for the menu because I like so much the music that I have to disable now because of YouTube. Come on, how long is it taking? Well, complex simulators always add kind of a longer loading period that comes with the kind of game they are. And here is nothing. What happened? What is this? Was it still generating the mission? Seems so. Maybe now it loads it before it puts you inside of it. I see the weapons are already on the plane. That's good. Would save us some time. Yeah, it was still generating the mission. Maybe they changed the algorithm. It didn't take so long. I guess it will make for a more interesting mission, so I hope. So now it's loading the actual mission. Please be patient. Won't take that long, so I hope. It's worth it. It's worth it. If you have never seen this game, trust me, it is. Such an incredible spectacle. That is if I don't mess up. It's very hard also. This is very, very much suggested for me also. You should get it if you enjoy VR simulations. It's an incredibly complex and involving game that can keep you occupied for months. For each single play you get in it, you have to buoy them each piece by piece. It's like a serious flight simulator in that regard. Okay, now I'm putting the window full screen because I like to click around it. You also employ the mouse a lot in this game. And we are inside the American A10 C version. Here it is. I love the shape of this plane. Some people say it's ugly. I tell them, don't be ridiculous. It's incredibly cool. Looks like a starship from Star Wars. And also, as you see, it's completely cold because we're going to start it, and it's such a cool process. You see, you're inside the cockpit. You have to do everything, just like the real plane. I've heard people actually rehearse the topics for their exam, the flight exam, from this very game. It's that realistic. So the first thing you do is turning on the battery. Let's see if I remember it correctly, by the way. The battery and the inverter. This makes the plane get alive. And then you start the APU, which is the auxiliary power unit. You can hear it clearly. This is the device that actually gets the engine running, and it's an engine in itself. In fact, you have an RPM indicator here. So now I'm past one of the mistakes I often do, that is starting the generator too soon. It tends to stall the engine. And these are the fuel pumps that you absolutely have to remember, because otherwise the engines themselves won't start. At this point I'm also turning on the oxygen supply in the cabin, and these things are for navigation, very important. They're what ends up taking more time, so I turn them on as soon as possible. Now I turn on the generator. This plane actually has 3 generators. One is power supplied by the APU that is now running, so it's the one I turn on, and the other 2 are for the engine. You turn these later. For now they stay off. So now I turn on the pumps, I turn on the APU. I might as well start the engine. This is done by going ahead by a notch on each side of the throttle handle. Of course, this is a single throttle handle, the one I have. They actually sell the real one from the plane, but it costs a bunch. So I have a button for that. It's actually set on my racing wheel. And you can see the RPMs on the left engine starting to go up. Now I do something that is usually done later because I tend to forget. I also turn on the radar warning system that is so important to prevent the enemy from shooting you without you knowing of it in advance. And this little ball here is the artificial horizon. I really see enemies flying above the earth, and that's not good, I guess. Well, let's hope we start this thing in time. So at this point I start turning on the avionics. So left MFT, right one. This is master arm, gun arm, laser arm, GTU, I don't know what it is, it pertains to the informatics system. GTRS, same, EFC, I don't know what is. Here comes up the HUD, the 2 MFDs. What is left at this point? Well, now you can kind of take an idea where you are by looking at this display. It shows you various lights telling you what you forget, but we'll go in a mixed order. Okay, this arms the ejection seat. This starts the rightmost engine, and it's now starting. You might have noticed I didn't turn up this little switch here, that is for the targeting pod, because if you do it too early, it's not going to work. Now I know this by experience. I only turn it on at the very last moment, when I'm about to take off. And this is the actual operating system for the plane. Now at this point you usually get the weapon carried to your plane, but you already have them, so all you have to do is load their profiles. They're configured during the ground preparation of the plane, I guess. So you hold this button here that corresponds to load all, and it should hopefully load the profile for the rockets, missiles and bombs we have on the plane. At this point I turn on the 2 generators from the engines, and you hear this beep. It tells you don't forget to turn off the APU generator, and we're set on that regard. Now what do we have left here? These are the lights telling you forgot something, but I know there are some things still to do. While it's loading the profile for the weapons, we go to the anti-skid switch. That is very important, otherwise you're sliding all around. Let's also close the canopy at this point so we can remove all this annoying noise. Then these are for the trim, actually controls the control surfaces of the plane. Should have loaded the profiles by now. Yeah, here they are. These are all my weapons, you see. I have 2 GBU-12s, these are simple bombs, unguided. 2 CBU-87, bombs that have a laser control system. Of course, I have the Mavericks, the wonderful ground attack missiles from the US Air Force. And M150 are the rockets. Then there's the lightning pod. Now, of course, you have AIM-9 on the tip of the wings. No, it's not on the tip of the wings on this plane. Then I don't know where it is. I can see on the tip of the wings of the other guy. And I have them because I read it. And these are anti-air missiles. I guess you cannot see them from this perspective. And of course you have the gun, the amazing guns that makes the iconic sounds, which is very powerful. These are also for the warning system. What do we have left? Now, you need the navigation system for this plane actually works by Dead Dragon. It means it's not GPS control. That would be too easy for the enemy to jam. So you have to calibrate it, and it's now calibrating. It's this number here, 3716, has to be 4008. It means fully calibrated. Then you can input the data in the actual flight computer. Now, while it's doing that, I also turn on the targeting pod and align the aiming sights for the missile, the Mavericks, like so. Let's go back. It's now aligned. So now you press here nav. I learned it by heart, you see, and I don't know actually what I'm doing. But by inputting it here, it's now in the navigation system. Ground safe. Okay, that's okay. What do you have left? I'll go to the TAD, which is the actual navigation screen. And I should have the waypoints for the mission here, but I don't, because I first have to move this switch here. I don't remember how, like so. Also the radio, I didn't turn on the radio. 1, 2, and 3. And we're almost there, I guess. Ah yeah, you have to initialize the autopilot, the low altitude autopilot, something like this. And then you reset the warnings. If I well remember, there was a button somewhere. It's this, isn't this? No. I'm missing one last thing. Well, I guess I might as well take off. No, wait a second. It's one of these, I think. Fire detect. No. Test. I remember it was a small button. I'm thinking of the other plane. I guess it will do. Doesn't matter. I didn't need this piece. The famous last words of people mounting IKEA furniture. And I guess we might as well start moving. Testing the control surfaces, because why the hell not? Finally we're ready to go. This is very, very cool to me. Maybe it's boring to you, I don't know. You should tell me about it. I'm also not steering. Yeah, it is with the wheels. Now I am, because otherwise we'll never be able to make the turn. But we still aren't. No, there's something wrong. I'm steering with the actual brakes. Well, it does work, but I should be able to steer with the wheels themselves. Maybe it's working now. Yeah, it seems to be. I pressed a bit of buttons at random. Luckily the runway is not so far. Let's use an external view for it. I guess I should go left, since to be longer on that side. Indeed it is. This is a plane that doesn't take off in a very short path. It's fairly heavy, especially with all its full compartment of weapons. So now opening the throttle and hope for the best. So the ground warning system, the radar warning system is telling me the enemies are already shooting all around, because for some reason the apparently renewed algorithm placed them right above the the ground, the base. This really sucks, I guess. We better hope for the best. Let's hope they don't shoot me down as soon as I take off. That would indeed suck. I thought we could use a quick start to actually do the mission. Now raise the gear. I don't know why it goes beep 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 beep. It's also something it tends to do. Raised also the flaps, and we're finally airborne. That's a ground attack plane, just like mine, so it's not a huge threat, but it is a threat nonetheless. I also already see ground units, might as well head for them. Where is this base? In the middle of enemy territory? Well, let's point at the thing. I'd rather do that. I better not chase other planes. This is a ground attack device after all. So, I showed you the other day too. You point at this thing with the hat on the joystick, and then zoom with another hat, and it hopefully lets you find the enemy ground units. They're a bit far now, but maybe this. Yeah, it is. Here's the tank. Now I show you how easy it is to destroy a tank in a model plane, totally unlike what we were doing earlier. Because all you do is you designate it as a target, then you set the plane in the court mode and select the Mavericks, which are the ground attack missiles. Now the sight moved a bit. Why doesn't it track? Maybe it's too far. Zoom it more. This is the maximum zoom level. In any case, the missile won't be able to shoot yet. Now I slave the missile sensor to the ground objective, or at least I think I should be doing that. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, maybe select the Maverick first, like so. Then you slave it, then you zoom it, then you lock it, then you fire it, and that tank is as good as dead. That's almost certain. The Maverick never misses. It's an amazing missile, I tell you. The Russians have nothing like this. It's a great piece of technology from the US. Here it is. And it's going straight for the... I guess these are main battle tanks. They must be T-55. Yeah, the label tells us about it. And here comes the missile. I love watching at the missile's progress, especially in VR. And... spam! Right on the noggin, as they say. Now we're going towards C, so I have more time to attack it. Also, this doesn't just have a rear view mirror, it has three, because modern age tends to bring you that. Convenience, quality of life, three mirrors. Well, one is covered by the chat window. In any case, we're not going to dogfight now, so I'm closing down, because they cost a bit in terms of VR resources. This is a game that is really taxing for the CPU in a way that is almost extreme. So now I'm making a turn and pointing our sights at another tank. I won't go down for a machine gun attack just yet. That's the risky part and is left for last. Here is another tank already. So same as before, or rather when I can finally... Okay, designate as point of interest, slave the missile sights, select the missile and lock it. It's already locked. In any case, I'll confirm it. Okay, you might as well fire. And another Maverick is away. Meow. Look at it go. Let's put the autopilot. Yeah, so I can go and look at the missile's progress. Meow. You're dead, kiddo. Came to the wrong neighbor. Oh, for a second I thought I was missing you. Would have been a first. No, he was heading for the other tank. So, still have Mavericks. I shoot all the Mavericks before doing anything riskier. Even dropping a bomb is more risky than the Maverick because you have to overfly the target. Besides, I don't always manage to drop the bombs on this thing. I studied them, mind you. I studied it for a long while, but still it's a kind of mysterious. It's such a complex, difficult game. Sometimes they drop, sometimes they don't. Most of the times it works. So I love for the best. You can always drop them in manual mode, but it's very hard to hit the target that way. And still I don't see the other target. No, wait a second, already I do see it. That's another tank. So, slave the sensor, go to the Maverick, lock the Maverick like so, and shoot it. Tell you what, why don't we go for, well, the temptation's too great. I'm going to fire the rockets at the infantry carrying vehicles over there, so the rockets I don't have to get so close, like the machine gun. Well, the machine gun more like a cannon in this thing. Maybe I fire with the cannon too. Missed. I guess I should have got at least one. Now they're shooting me. Got some countermeasures, because it looks cool, mind you. They're not shooting missiles, but why not drop the countermeasures? It looks so cool. Am I damaged? No. Well, maybe I'm damaged. Seems to be damaged. Doesn't fly very straight. Well, we'll compensate. Did they get... Yeah, they put some holes in the wing. It's a very hardy plane, it can take it, but I better not do that again. Until we're out of Mavericks, that is. But I was lucky. It was a bit of a Maverick gesture. Is it used like that? I think it's a word that is synonym for dangerous, crazy people. I heard it used like that. See, I'm not wasting a Maverick for infantry carrying vehicles. Why don't we bomb them, I guess? Let's try and use the bomb. So the bomb you can drop in two modes. It's CCIP or CCRP. CCRP is the better one, less risky and also more precise. So I'll utilize the laser controlled ones. There's also a chopper over there. So for bombs it's actually even easier in theory. Isn't always so in practice. What you do is designate the point as target. Let's find the ground attack vehicles, the infantry carrying vehicles, I mean. Now it's centering, engaging the side, pointing at here they are, the actual vehicle, and designating. But I don't know if I'll be able to do it at the first pass. No, indeed not, because it's too late. Well, I might try and drop it. Did it drop? I dropped the bomb. I wonder if it will hit. Maybe it did. I was within a correct positioning. And maybe it should be automatic, I guess. But I don't see the bomb, so maybe I didn't drop it. Let me check. Hard to tell. Maybe with external. No, I didn't drop it. Okay, more the better. We're going for a second pass. Now it's going to stay identified. I use time compression so we don't waste much time. Turning about. These have a machine gun, mind you, but they won't be able to hit me at this height, I hope. So what you do to drop bombs in CCRP mode is you try to align the line that appears corresponding to the target, and when the little ball drops inside the big ball, that's the moment you press the button. Actually supposed to hold it for a while, but if I hold it before it gets in the circle, it usually doesn't work. So like this. I see a timer. It's going up. No, I didn't draw. I don't know what happened. The other day I was having the same problem. I'm actually in CCRP mode, but I set it manually. Maybe, just maybe. Wait a second, go around. I could just drop it in CCIP mode, but I want to understand what the problem is. I completed many campaign missions, mind you, and this is a new problem. I never had problems dropping bombs. In fact, I was, dare I say, even good at it. So let's try to stabilize the plane and go to the relevant screen. I guess you have to set up your bombs now. Maybe they changed something. You go to the profile of it, and then how was it to actually view profile? Yeah, it's set to CCIP mode. You see, that's the problem. It's a bomb that wants to be dropped in CCIP mode, so I change it. CCRP. Then what do you add? No style is the priming of the bomb. I believe it doesn't make a difference. Select release. Rip salvo. SGL PRS. I don't know the meaning of these acronyms. Let's try the other one since the first one didn't work. And save the profile. Now, when I switch weapon, it should already be in CCRP mode. I didn't need to do this step, however. Yeah, it does. So, it probably will work, I guess. Let's hope so. I'll make another pass and try. The target should be still selected. I don't know what changed in this plane. It wasn't like this. I used to drop them like that. I just changed the settings on the fly. Let's also select bot pointers, because the TGP, the screen I have there that corresponds to the camera, that is actually the sight of the plane, has two sensors. One is infrared and the other is laser. I tend to activate them both just to be sure. Now we're perfectly aligned. Let's hope the bomb drops. Otherwise I'll have to Google, I guess. I'll have to Google what the correct settings are, because I cannot remember them or cannot set them. 10 seconds now before the ball starts to drop. Here it is. And let's see if it drops. Pressing the button. I think it did. Yeah, it flashed. So it did. Now I'm holding. I won't be able to show you the external view because I have to hold the button for actually lasing the target, so that we're sure it hits. Now 7 seconds to hit. 7, 5, 4. You will be able to see it from the camera in any case. 3, 2, 1. And it somehow managed to miss. Just barely, mind you. But indeed it missed. The thing was moving. That didn't help, of course. In any case, I set the bomb correctly. I can now drop it. That's good. That's good, but not so good as hitting the target. Now to actually vent the rage, I will have to completely obliterate them on the next passage. No, let's do this, I tell you. I'll go for these trucks. Just shoot at them with the gun. Set gun mode. Guns mode.
Pull up.
Did I hit it? Yeah, I see it's on fire. That's an anti-air gun, I better not go there. Actually, a truck with an anti-air gun. These are cluster of tanks I wrote to avoid. Distant display going all everywhere. Don't worry, guy. Don't worry, it's all under control. These are all trucks. Okay, that's a nice alignment. Should be able to get 2 at least. Indeed I did. I destroyed a couple of trucks. So there's that. And I'll try with the bomb again. Now the bomb is set correctly, I know that for sure. Let's hope it actually works. I don't know why it missed. Maybe the wind. Sometimes it happens. Or maybe just because the target moved and the TGP wasn't able to follow it. That's also a possibility. Here I see already the target. Zoom to the max, so we're sure we can track it. And set it as target, okay. Now select the bomb. Why doesn't it select the bomb? Ah yeah, in gun mode. GBU. I may auto bombs. Can it be? I guess I'll go for the rockets again and then on this pass, but I don't know what happened. Rockets. Rockets. I'm out of rockets too.
Pull up.
I think the chief won't be able. In any case, I destroyed a couple of BMPs. So there's that. I may out of bombs. Yeah, I'm out of GPU 7. Did I have 1 bomb, 2 bombs? I don't know. They're over in any case. We have the GPU 12. GPU 12 are not guided bombs by default. In fact, I think they can only be dropped in CCIP mode. That is much simpler. You just point at the target and release. You have a convenient dropping point. I think I dropped also the GPUs in CCRP mode, but they're more accurate this way. So we might as well do it. These are good for tanks even though. Maybe they're a bit wasted on IFVs. I try to get altitude. You're meant to go in a steep dive to release this kind of bombs. So there's always an element of risk to it. But also they look cool. Let's do it. After the pass on that group of tanks, I go for the trucks in a straight manner. Try to destroy them with the gun. Maybe it will work, who knows. So when I go in the dive, what comes up should be the actual aim site. Here it is. And that's where the bombs are going to drop. So I aim it at the tanks like so. And drop. While they're shooting me very angry. Let's see if they hit. I destroyed one. Well, I did destroy one, so it seems. I missed the transport truck. No, wait a second, maybe I didn't. This is an agile plane, I can at least attempt to shoot at it. Don't think I hit him. Okay, I shoot all the bombs, kinda wasting them. Lately it seems to go that way many times. I don't know, they made it harder, I think. And we still have a Maverick, so let's shoot that. This is the sight for the Maverick. I would use it for an high value target, such as the anti-air gun. Or is there a sun? No, there is no sun. Let's go for the anti-air gun. So, activating... No, I did hit that. Something was hit by the bombs. I see something destroyed on the TGP. And that wasn't one of the Maverick targets, so they were completely wasted. Let's go for the anti-air gun. So, selecting the TGP as sensor of interest, centering it, caging, unzooming so it moves better, and pointing at the actual anti-air gun. Should be able to see it. Here it is. Oh, look at it. Well, it's just a track. In any case, let's destroy it with a missile. Maximum prejudice. Now coming to the target. Here it is. Locking the target and killing the target even before it is. Let's go for another pass on the trucks. They're kinda scapegoats of the situation. Probably it will. It went on fire. I think it's going to be destroyed. What do you have left? I seem to have... No, I'm out of mavericks. I'm out of everything. I only have
Pull up.
some bullets left. So we're going to head back to base. But also I think there was... Ciao! There was an helicopter on the other side of the mountain. So at least I think to have seen him. So since we still have some ammo, why not destroying it before going back to base? It's very fun to shoot at helicopters with this thing's cannon. Such a powerful cannon. And I would please... Yeah, the better aimed sight. This is better. Couple of APCs there. How am I with ammo of the cannon? I don't know where to read it. Shouldn't it be written on the HUD itself? Unless that is, it's empty. No, I guess not. Where is the ammo? Maybe that 290, no. Should tell you here. Yes, 590 rounds. Well, in any case, the APC are now past. They're also shooting me. These angry little guys.
Pull up. Pull up.
Here are the helicopters. I knew I saw helicopters. Let's use time accelerator. Time acceleration so we don't take as much. Also, a missile is in there right now, but I can see it in the warning screen. But I guess it's not hitting for me. No, it's probably the helicopters shooting at the ground units. So they are doing damage. Yeah, I see the missile. Here it is. Thanks to this very convenient labeled system. I just destroyed one of our tanks. I cannot stand. I won't forgive you for that. You Senai, you
Pull up.
Russian helicopter. And we might as well punish the guy for its arrogance, or so I hope. Let's hope he doesn't shoot me down instead. These things can be dangerous, I tell you. They have only laser guided missiles, but when you're flying low altitude like this, with a big plane like the A-10, they can actually hit you. Accelerate a little more of the time. I don't have much time left. Why doesn't it work? Okay, I guess I won't then. Ah no, I'm pressing the wrong button. Yeah, it's like this. Now we're going faster, thanks to the miracles computer simulation. They seem to be in range. Yeah, already I see the helicopter. It's a bit covered by the labels, but I see him. Let's go brrrt at him. Brrrt. Is he shooting the things on the ground? Ah, that one was closer. Okay. We'll take him on second pass. Well, that's definitely going down. Went in flames. And I still have some ammo for taking down the other one. Yeah, I didn't even fire half of my rounds. So I guess it was a fairly successful mission. We're going to land after, because I have only another 10 minutes on the stream. But it was a fairly successful mission. It's also telling me, good shooting. Thank you, Sierra Hotel. And here he comes. Is he shooting at me? Won't do much good to him. That's also dead. Okay, the A-10 is a hell of a beast, let me tell you. Let's look at the navigation screen again. Remove the map so I can see better. Now, which of the two is the base and which is the projectile? That's a good question. Init position. I guess the base is to my left. Let's accelerate the time. I'm running out of time. I best accelerate it. ME-28M destroyed. There's an A-10 on the ground. I guess he didn't get the memo that the mission started. Yeah, that's the airfield. I'll call the airfield. This game also has workable air traffic control. So, Bandalegger, I'm inbound. Very realistic, very cool. I'm also opening the air brakes. Look at the air brakes of this thing. They completely open up. The wings open up. It's very cool. Request landing. lower the gear. You can make all sorts of crazy maneuver in a jet such as this. It's very agile despite its weight. We shouldn't have big problems to land it, or so I hope. I use an external view though, not only because it looks cooler, it's also a bit easier. And here we come to the airfield. There's a bit too many light poles, so... check landing gear. Wind 340, 2 meters per second. Runway 26, well there's only one runway, I guess it's the 26th one. Perfectly aligned. Look at this. It's a nice landing. Better than what I usually achieve. And it's a pretty big plane. Look at this. Maybe a bit too early, but I almost center line. Come on. If I was a real pilot, I guess it wouldn't be excellent, but in a game it is. And now braking with both pedals. You actually can see them move inside the cockpit. No, you can. You can only when you're steering. And this is my brother here, doing nothing. What are you doing? You might as well go and taxi the plane since we're closing the stream. Hi Leon, thank you for liking the stream. Sorry, it's almost over. But I'll be back. I'll be back today afternoon. Maybe we'll play with cars. We'll see. I should probably turn it the other way, but I don't feel like it. Tell you what. I did all the job. You turned the plane. Mr. A10C. And now we're going to have a coffee at base. And probably I'll have one in real life too. Let's see the score. 176. That's pretty good. Pretty good. This is the things that were destroyed from every plane in your site, so it doesn't tell me about the actual kits. Probably it does somewhere, but I don't know where. In any case, I'm pretty happy. And it was fun. I hope it was fun for you also. Now I can't find the... Because it's behind of the window, I cannot close the game. Okay, I can see it from here. Exit. So this was more fun, I guess, than Truck Simulation. Truck Simulation has also its moments, but it's stressful to stream. So unless we go with planes again this afternoon, I'll probably play racing games. I've been having quite a bit of fun with Project Cars. I guess we'll do an online race or two. If you would want to be, I'd be honored. In any case, thank you for showing up on my stream. It's been a great pleasure for me, and I hope also you. So like and subscribe if it indeed was, and see you soon. Ciao from Italy.